Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we're going to be looking at a very rare European toy catalogue. So this is from 1991, which was the very tail end of the Generation 1 continuity of figures. So some of these figures in here you'll recognise maybe from Generation 2 because they were released a little bit later. Some of them you might not have seen at all before because some of them are classed as or known as European or maybe Canadian exclusives. It's got a brilliant comic strip as well here. It's in a couple of different languages, so it's not all in English. And it's got, again, some figures that you'll recognise, some redecos of them. We're going to have a look at that in a bit more detail in a second. But I just want to come over to this side here again, just to show you 1991. So again, this just proves that it was part of Generation 1. Some of the figures were used in Japan in twin packs, like these here, which again we'll come to in a second. But some of them, weren't used at all, and none of these were released in America at this particular time. So some people might not have seen it, and again, they're often referred to as either G1.5 or some people just straight out call them G2. But as you can see by the date, it's not. So what we've got here, do you know what? I think if you want to read this for yourself, if I just say pause now, you can. So we've got 3 full languages here. So for those of you unaware, the Predators were the Decepticons and the Turbomasters were the Autobots. And again, I'm just going to slowly scroll over all this. If you want to read it, you can. Or if you want to just, I suppose, like I do, I'm just appreciating the artwork because it's, again, like something that I've not seen before. I can't pinpoint exactly which toy that I got this from, unfortunately, because I don't really know. As I say, I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be one of the ones that, funnily enough, isn't even pictured. So again, before Generation 2 in 1991 we had the yellow Constructicons, and they are carded examples of these, not seeing Generation 2 on, still seeing the Generation 1. And of course, in Generation 2, they had the orange versions as well. Now, these were very, very strange. These are just literally known as Rescue Force. And the reason why this is strange is, for those of you who know Transformers figures, you'll probably recognise that they're just redecos of some of Leo Kayser's bots. So that would be Drillhorn, Jaruga, maybe Leo Zack or Hellbat, one of the two, and a retool of Kill Bison. But instead of it being a tank, it's obviously got some grippers. But the other reason why this is so strange is, well, 2 reasons. One, they took the Breastmasters or the Breast Force gimmicks off them. They're not there at all, even though the chests do still press in and out. Funnily enough, I've done a video on this and I'll update it just to show you. But the other thing that makes it even stranger is they don't have any names. They're just commonly referred to as the Rescue Force, and either that's Rescue Jet, Rescue Drill, Rescue Tank. That's literally their names. So it's very, very strange. Even there, it just basically says what there are, but it doesn't say any of their names because they didn't have any. So let's have a look on the other side. So here are the Turbomasters, and again, I've done a video on these if you'd like to see them in more detail. One of the reasons we think that they might not have been released in America was due to the spring-loaded mechanisms. They were very, very tight, whatever, I can't remember the correct word. They had a lot of torque to them, let's be honest, so they perhaps wouldn't have passed safety standards. That's not confirmed, but it's what is thought. And here are the Turbomasters. There they are. And we've got Rotorstorm. He's probably more known now due to the fact that he's had a Generation Selects version of him released in the last year or 2, so people might know who he is. And then we've got, who was at the time, Thunderclash. He was the leader, I think, of the Autobots at the time. Does it say that there? No, he wasn't the leader. He was just the main guy at the time for this. Unfortunately, I'm sure you can tell, a lot of the issues with this was the gold plastic syndrome. Never more so apparent than with this poor guy, unfortunately. Quake. And again, Quake was the leader of the Predators, and they are the Decepticon jets we're going to come and have a look at in a second. I've done a video on Quake, I need to do a video on this guy actually, Stalker. They had this crazy sight gimmick which worked really, really well. They all had lead light piping in their eyes as well, which was another gimmick. There are the Predator jets, Talon, Falcon, etc. But these, as I say, these guys all had names, whereas the Rescue Force didn't. Well, there you go. Continuing, as I say, with the flyers and toy catalogues and checklists. This one was from 1991, European exclusive catalogue. Hope you enjoyed looking at it, guys. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.